Running a business can be tough, and some people might not realize how much work it actually takes to be successful. It's easy to make mistakes while running a company, and these mistakes can often cost you more amazing than you think. Luckily, there are ways to fix these mistakes before they get the best of you. In this video, I will discuss top 10 common mistakes CEO make when running their business. If any of these sound familiar, then it's time to take a step back from your organization and start fixing your mistakes. So, before we jump into the video, if you could please invest in hitting the like button so that we can get this video in front of other viewers looking for information just like this. Also be sure to subscribe so that you can be up to date on all our future videos. Mistake number 1. Not giving employees the credit they deserve. All employees want to feel as if they are valued and that they are being taken care of at work. It's not that hard to show employees that they are appreciated, but it can sometimes be difficult to actually do it. It is especially important to show your employees that you value them by giving them credit where credit is due. If you have a veteran employee who is good at the job, give them the thanks they deserve. If you have an employee who is about to go on maternity leave, it would be nice to show that appreciation and ask them what they are going to miss about their job. Showing employees the gratitude that they deserve will make them want to do an even better job, and you will make their jobs easier in the long run. Mistake number 2. Being too optimistic and not preparing for the worst. Most businesses fail, especially small businesses with less than $500,000 in annual revenue. According to Inc., however, there are other ways to prevent your business from going under if your company is experiencing a downturn. Take a hard look at your financial situation. If you're not earning enough, you need to make changes in your organization. Are you spending all of your time working instead of running your business? Are you using all of your time to do administrative work instead of putting your sales team to work? Are you ignoring any opportunities that are coming your way? Or is your organization being too optimistic and not preparing for the worst? Mistake number 3. Neglecting employees and their failing relationships with the company. Company relationships have a profound impact on a company's bottom line. If a CEO or team member has a poor relationship with customers or employees, then the company will almost inevitably be affected. Managing employee relationships is a crucial aspect of running a company. You can improve employee relationships by consistently giving feedback, setting clear expectations, and ensuring everyone is being paid fairly and consistently. Managers need to ensure that people are spending enough time on their responsibilities to help them grow, learn, and succeed. Employees who receive regular feedback and constructive criticism are usually more satisfied, and they're also much less likely to leave a job. Mistake number 4. Attempting to do everything yourself instead of delegating tasks. Instead of trying to do everything yourself, take a step back and assign specific tasks to your employees. Not only will this save you time, but it will also allow them to focus on the things that make a big difference to your company. I'm not getting a proper budget. This is probably the most important mistake that many CEOs make. It's time to start tracking your expenses and developing a budget. This will help you understand how much amazing you are currently spending and the business activities that are bringing in the most revenue. Don't forget to include costs related to your insurance, general supplies, and anything that you can afford. A good rule of thumb is to allocate 15% of your overall revenue to your business. Mistake number 5. Focusing too much on your competitors instead of your own job. In order to grow and prosper as a business, you need to have the courage to expand your horizons and start competing with others, even if it means taking a risk and being uncomfortable. However, if you fail to do that, then you will inevitably become a copycat, which will also lead to failure. A company with the courage to compete is capable of successfully competing with larger, more established players and winning. Focusing too much on pleasing customers instead of your staff might not be as experienced and qualified as the people working in your competitors, so it's easy to focus too much time and effort on pleasing your customers. However, one of the best decisions you can make is to never place your staff ahead of your customers. Mistake number 6. Spending time on what's trending, but not your business. One of the main things you need to focus on when running your business is figuring out what's actually working and what's not. While there's nothing wrong with following the latest social media trends and staying current with current trends, you need to be focusing on the bigger picture and what's actually going to work for your business. Maybe you're ignoring a crucial part of your company's strategy, or perhaps your marketing isn't fully using all the content you've created. Whatever it may be, make sure you're doing more than just playing catch-up with the latest social media trends. Mistake number 7. Making excuses instead of solving problems. So your company has had a tough time and your employees are only making things worse. You know what to do, but you just don't feel like it. In times of trouble, people often look for excuses not to fix a problem, and they start thinking they don't have the skill to handle it. This type of thinking will just make things worse. Don't let your company get into this situation. It is very easy to make excuses. I was in this situation once. I had a very creative guy who was very good at business ideas, but horrible at marketing them. We had ideas for how to change the way in which we did things, but we could never get them out there to the rest of the company. If I had told him we were not going to make it work, then he would have been upset and lost trust in the company. Mistake number 8. Ignoring opportunities that come up in your business. A smart business owner will always be searching for new ways to improve their business, but they should never ignore any opportunities that are put in front of them. You can get better at running your company by keeping your eyes and ears open to all the opportunities out there. You never know where the next deal or product can come from, so be on the lookout for them. This should keep you from getting complacent with your business, and it can also help you expand into other markets. It's a great way to grow your business because you never know what you'll find. Mistake number 9. You try to fix everything yourself. The first mistake CEOs make is thinking that they can do everything on their own. After all, they're the CEO and the face of the company. Unfortunately, this can lead them down a path of productivity and other problems. You can see a very easy example of this in the following story, as quoted in the Financial Diet. My job was to oversee the construction of the entirety of this building. The architect I hired was the only one who seemed able to get the job done, and it quickly became apparent that the architect wasn't going to be able to finish the job. I wasn't willing to lose another $400,000 on this job if I didn't have to. I begged the owner to let me hire a contractor, but it didn't go over well. Mistake number 10. You stop investing in your business when it needs it most. According to a recent survey conducted by Singularity University, it turns out that customers generally believe that they deserve an outstanding customer experience if they have to stand in line for 10 to 15 minutes to order. When you treat your customers this way, you make it impossible for them to become loyal. Consider the following statistics. The average wait time for a restaurant or grocery store order is 4 to 7 minutes. When you allow your customers to stand in line, you could potentially lose out on a sale worth hundreds of dollars. If you're really looking to make an impression on customers, make sure you deliver the perfect experience on the first try. Finally, a successful startup is not built by a single person. Surround yourself with subject matter experts and mentors from whom you can learn and rely. Although there are various startup mistakes to avoid while growing your firm, keep in mind that mistakes are unavoidable, so set realistic expectations. Instead of being terrified of failing, learn from your mistakes and adjust your company strategy as needed. Test new ideas and get feedback so you can improve your product to better suit the demands of your customers.